Hello, namaste, welcome back to greetarot. So how are you? I hope you're doing good. I hope it's an amazing day for you. So if you're new here, if you like my content, please support my channel. If you have already supported me, thank you so very much for all the love and the support. Means a lot to me. Thank you so very much. So in the description box I have my Instagram page link. If you want to follow me there, go ahead and give it a follow, and the decks that I'm using will also be listed. So the topic for today is, who are you becoming in the coming months? It's all about you, so that's the topic. Remember, these are general readings, so take what resonates and leave the rest behind, guys. And these are timeless readings as well, so whenever you watch this reading might have a message for you. So as you can see, I have kept 3 groups. I have kept the crystals and the cards. Choose intuitively, take your time, pause the video, clear your mind, and then choose. Okay, so for group number 1 we have the aquamarine crystal with hag of serpents. For group number 2 we have seasons of elders altar with red tiger's eye. For group number 3 it's the wild hunt card with labradorite. So close your eyes, relax, connect with your intuition and choose. The timestamps will be in the description box. I'll see you in your group. Namaste, group number 1. If you have chosen this aquamarine crystal with hag of serpents, let's see, who are you becoming? It's all about you. Okay, so we have this hag of serpents and the number 7. For me, 7 number is all about learning meditation. So it feels like you're going to get deep into your subconscious. That's what it feels like. Understanding patterns, thoughts, why certain obstacles are coming into your life, what kind of patterns you need to change, what you need to cut, what you need to release, what habits are toxic, why you're facing this situation. You're understanding the deep root, and when we get into the root, we can take the root, and yes, the problems will go, right? That's what it feels like. That's what you're going to do now. That's who you are becoming. Sometimes when we get triggered, it's very easy to blame other person for our own triggering, and here you're not going to do that. Once you get triggered about something, you're like, why I'm getting triggered? Oh, what is the root cause of it? That's why, in the past this happened, that's why I'm getting triggered now. Even though that person didn't mean anything, I got triggered. So you're understanding the root cause of it, and when we understand, we can release ourselves from it, because sometimes these things hold us in a bondage, right? And you are actually releasing yourself from that. So that's awesome here. It feels like some of you are reprogramming your subconscious mind. You are changing your patterns, thoughts, and when we do that, we change our life. Okay, I would recommend for you guys to do some sort of 21-day reprogramming meditation and all. There are tons, or maybe you are planning on doing it, do it. But I feel like you are actually working on yourself, working on your shadow self. That's what it feels like, and it's not easy. It will make you feel all the uncomfortable emotions that we don't want, so we kind of have a coping mechanism. Because we don't want to feel those emotions, we will have a coping mechanism, and I feel like you're understanding that and releasing you from it. It feels like the snake, you're shedding the skin and finally healing. That's the thing, right? Finally healing from it. Wow. So let's see. I even feel like for some of you, you will be very interested in psychological stuffs, or maybe those subjects. You will be reading a lot about trauma, healing. Maybe you will gather a lot of information. Why it feels like that. You will be digging deep. Definitely, whatever work you're doing, whatever it is, you're going to dig deep. You're not going to be above the surface and just hope it's done. I will example, right? When a person is writing something like a project you receive, so sometimes what we do, we just Google it and just we get the information and we write it and we submit it. You're not going to do that. What you're going to do is like deep dive. getting more information. It's like a rabbit hole from one information to another, and then only you're preparing the results. It feels like that. You're going to do your study, deep digging about certain things. It can be about yourself, as I told, shadow self. For others, it can be about your studies as well. You will be digging deep, collecting information, working hard, right? That's what it feels like. And again, with the snake shedding the skin, once we understand why we have certain obstacles that is always happening, we understand the cause, and when we understand the cause, we are understanding a behavior that is making us repeat the pattern. And so once we understand, we are able to release it. That's what you're doing. That's who you're becoming. Okay, group number 1. Let's see what else. And once we do it, we go with the flow. We understand, yeah, this is how it is. This is the challenge. Now I have to move forward. I don't have to get back to that old habit of mine. That was this coping mechanism. I'm just going to neglect it. I'm going to not go back, because I have been releasing it, and now I'm going to do the next good thing that is good for me, right? A good habit. It feels like you are going to replace a bad habit with a good habit, right? Something like that. Okay, yeah, let's see what else. We have Ace of Coins, and of course we have the Death card, transformation, of course. Yeah. So for some of you, it can be related to your money. Okay, money. Maybe you used to make a lot of money, and it will go away. You will not be able to save it. So the more you used to make money, it will go anyway. Like, it feels like some of you can't hold to the money, and here you're digging deep. You're going to the underworld. Again, the Death card and these two cards are talking about the underworld, going into the deep. Why I'm not able to hold money? Why I feel like if I get money, it will all go. There will be another expenditure that will come, and all the money goes. So you're actually understanding what thoughts and patterns are making you do it, right? So you're getting deep into it, and you are actually letting go of, you're understanding that pattern, and you're releasing it. And now for you guys, the concept of money will change. Maybe when you make more, you will be able to hold more. You will not feel like it will go away, right? That thought pattern is definitely changing. There is no doubt here. You are ending some sort of habit, some sort of coping mechanism, some sort of, in the past something triggered you. As you're healing it, it is not going to trigger you anymore, because you have an understanding why it triggered you. So you're able to release and heal yourself from it. That's what I'm getting here. Yeah, we have the Sacrifice and 7 of Coins. For some of you, it can be about relationship as well, right? Maybe you are not able to hold a relationship, and you were like, why? Like, maybe you had a lot of short-term relationships. As it starts, it ends soon. And you've seen that in all your relationship, you used to sacrifice a lot, you used to be very patient, but then it didn't work out, and you were like, what I'm doing wrong, right? So maybe for some of you, it can be that in a relationship, you give yourself, you change yourself for that person, you do everything, and sometimes when we don't get in return, because we're giving so much, it feels like we are emptying our cup and giving the last drop, and we are not getting anything back. That's when we feel like, why this is happening, right? So for some of you, it feels like you have sacrificed a lot of things, you have been very patient with people, but then things didn't work out, and you might have had a coping mechanism because of it, or maybe, yeah, sometimes we do that as human beings, and you're actually understanding that. Maybe for some of you, as I told you, deep diving into the issue, you're understanding. Maybe you're consulting a therapist, so you're able to understand those patterns, why you do the same things, why you're getting the same outcome, even though it's a different relationship or different things, different job, you're getting the same outcome, right? So here you are understanding what's blocking you, why you're not getting your manifestations, even though you have been patient with your manifestations, why you didn't receive it. some sort of understanding is coming, and that's why you will be able to break free from that thing. That's what I'm getting here. Okay, so let's see. You're diving deep into this matter, and you're getting this understanding why you kind of do this thing. Yeah, why you're manifesting the same kind of relationship, same kind of job, different job, but maybe same outcome, right? You are understanding that thing, and you're breaking free from it. That's what it feels like. So let's see. Who are you becoming? Wow, look, we have the Ten of Pentacles. Wow, so with money and family, as I told, happiness is going to come. Now, again, if you were not able to make that much money for your family, right, or maybe you were not able to get that proper family life, I feel like you're becoming someone who will be able to have that thing, have that happiness, because as I told, you are understanding the patterns, your coping mechanisms, right? Whatever it is, why something triggers you, why you get the same outcome, you're understanding, you're going deep down, you're going into the underworld, right? Like this Death card and the Hag of Serpents. You're deep dive research you are doing, right? You're understanding so much things. Maybe for some of you through meditation you're getting the answers, for some of you through therapy, or maybe you're reading books, you're understanding the things, or maybe for some of you you might be watching certain people and you're understanding so much, and then you deep dive, you're doing that research. You're not just going like you watch your one video and you're like, yeah, this is my problem. No, you're not doing that. I feel like you're understanding deeply, so you're doing a lot of research as well. Maybe it's a pattern that has been in your family and you learned that. For example, parenting. So how we have been, like most of the time, like the way we were raised, we raise our kids like the same way. If we have been yelled, sometimes when we don't understand that pattern, we kind of do the same things because it's been there in the subconscious mind. And here, that's what you're changing in a way. So if you are someone who are doing the same thing your mother was doing, now you're like, why I'm doing this? I should work on it, right? This is not the way to parent my child. So you're breaking free from that pattern and you're doing things in a different way because you're understanding. You were raised a certain way, you saw that only, so you only know that, so that's why you're continuing that. It's been there in the subconscious mind and you're just doing the same things. You were doing the same things, but now you're understanding so much. It's not only, as I told you, you're not just going to watch one video and make the changes. No, you're getting deep, you're deep diving, looking at all the things, looking at the patterns, looking at your own childhood, right? Your whole childhood, why you did certain things, understanding so much things, but not blaming as well. I see that you will not be blaming your parents because they also didn't know what mistake they made. So it feels like you're making peace with that as well. And you know that, yeah, this is the way I was raised, but I'm not going to repeat that. I'm going to parent my child in a different way, right? Maybe you were not, the way you were raised was very, very strict. Maybe they were very disciplined, but at the same time, maybe your way is going to be very different from their way. So something like that. Again, with money as well, you have certain strong belief systems you have been carrying from your past, and you're now revisiting those beliefs and understanding that this belief is not serving for my highest good, and I'm going to let go of it. That's what I feel like your message is, right? So let's see. We have 8 of Wands. Yeah, I feel like once you realize you're going to change that habit so fast, you will be moving away from that pattern very quickly and you will see the results also very fast. Again, one decision we make, we stick to the decision, we take action, and the outcome is different. That's the energy here. And I even feel like once you start realizing things, you will not waste your time, you will just take action. Whatever it is, with your thoughts as well, you will change your thought patterns as well. You will be very fast with all those things. I'm even seeing in your work area, you will be very dedicated. Whatever work, as I told, you're not just going to do, for example, if you're doing some work, right? Sometimes we just want to finish work, so we do it very, very quickly. No, you're not going to be like that. You will be very dedicated to your work, because you're going to love your job. That is also something I'm seeing here. Maybe for some of you, you will be doing something that makes you feel very good. I feel like for some of you in your job also there is a transformation. Job area, in relationship, as I told, you're deep diving into your subconscious. You're changing certain belief system. You're letting go of certain belief system. So this is a major change. And in fact, when we make that change, we see that the things that we have been waiting for so long, maybe you have been waiting for these things to happen for like many years, and as you change it, you're seeing the results very fast. It feels like some of you are finding why you're not able to get your manifestations. You're finding the root cause and you're changing it, and then your manifestations are coming very quickly. Yeah, wow, look at it. You got the 2 family card. Love life also. Some of you, your love life is going to get so much better because you are understanding yourself. You were not loving yourself enough. You were not giving the love to yourself. Now as you are deep diving, you're giving that love and importance to yourself, and as you're doing it, you're building you're building something. Maybe in the future you will have a very happy family life, or right now if you're in a marriage, I see that as you're understanding so many things, you're going to change your behavior, right? As I told, you're understanding, you're no longer doing the same old things, and as you change your habits, you see that your family is becoming more happier, the environment is more pleasant. That's what the message is. That's what it feels like. So yes, you're going to keep things together. So if things have been falling apart, as I told, you're deep diving certain things, you're understanding the root cause, and things are coming together. With money as well, as I told, money, work, relationships. Yeah, something that you have been patiently waiting for, but it didn't happen. But now you're understanding why this didn't happen, and now you're able to change. So you're changing your thoughts, because you're understanding the deep root cause, you're changing the habits, and you're seeing the results. So you're becoming someone who is understanding their own thoughts, their own mistakes. Yeah, you're deep diving into your shadow self, realizing your own patterns, loving yourself, taking care of yourself, right? And that's how once we start taking care of ourselves, that's when we can really take care of our family. That's when we start filling our cup, then we can give the overflow to other people. In the past, you might be giving the last drop to the people, and that's why you are not happy. Now you have realized that pattern needs to change. I need to take care of myself. I need to work on my passion, on my dreams, on my goals. And when I'm doing that, that's when I can give love to other people. So the sacrifice term, in the past you had a completely different perspective for the word sacrifice. Now you have a completely different perspective. It's changing. The meaning is changing. The perspective, changing. For some of you, sacrificing your needs was, in the past, maybe that was thought to you, that when you start sacrificing your needs, your wants, that's when you will give happiness to other people. Now it's changing. For you, sacrifice means it's different now. How? Like the more you sacrifice, you are understanding that the more you're actually getting into this envy energy, this because you're not getting it, right? And every human needs that kind of emotional support and all, and you're understanding that I'm not giving to myself. So let me change that word sacrifice and feel like, yeah, maybe I need to sacrifice maybe you have been spending too much time with your family, doing everything. Maybe I should sacrifice that time and spend more time with myself, so I can work on myself, right? Something like that. I don't know if it's a good example, but that's what I'm feeling. Like the words hold some meaning to you, and that's changing because your perspective is changing. Yeah, that's what the message is. So let's see what else. Who are you becoming, group number 1? Okay, I have this. Wow, why wisdom? Look, again, it feels like you have been diving deep, right? You have been learning. Maybe for some of you, will be reading a lot of books, watching a lot of videos, information, you know, about, you know, the subconscious mind, or maybe your psychological things, like watching a lot of that behavior, or maybe you're reading books regarding the behaviors, patterns. I don't know what you're doing, but it feels like you're going to gain a lot of wisdom, and this wisdom will not only help you as a person, it will help other people also, your family also. It will, this thing is not going to only benefit you, this wisdom, it will benefit your family a lot. For some of you, you will be dealing with the conflicts in your family in a different manner, and when you start dealing with that in a different manner, you will see that there was love always, but we didn't know how to work through it, and now it's a different way that you're using, different approach that you're using, and that's why things are becoming together, because with your wisdom. Yes, there is a lot of knowingness. For some of you, through meditation, you're getting your answers. For others, as I told, reading books, deep diving, understanding a lot of things that you didn't understood before. So yes, a wise person, you're becoming a wise person, I have to say. And instead of reacting, you will be responding to certain situations. Instead of doing the same old habits, like some coping mechanisms if you had, you're working through it and changing it, isn't it? Yes. So let's see the final messages to you guys. These are the chakra cards for belief change. Yeah. So let's see final message. For group number 1. You're finally listening to your own soul, to your own body, your own heart. Yes, your heart chakra is opening. I feel like that. You're becoming a very heart-based person. You're trusting your own instincts. That's also something I'm seeing here. As you're getting this more knowledge, wisdom, you're opening up to yourself, to your own soul. Maybe for some of you, you are making more time for yourself. Yeah, there are a lot of changes that you will be making. It will start with small changes, but these small changes will have big effects in your life. So we have the heart chakra, right? Ease and grace. We have peace of mind. Again, it feels like you're going to be very connected with your heart. You will be listening to your heart very carefully. Maybe for some of you, it can be related to your food habits as well. You know, because society wants us to be like a particular shape, right? Or maybe in the past, our parents told us that you're too fat, you're eating too much. So maybe you started controlling yourself with eating, and you were never fulfilled. You were never satisfied with your food. Yeah, maybe just an example. And now what you're doing is like you're listening to your heart and eating how much your soul, your body wants, and when you eat that food, you have that peace of mind, and you're happy that you had that food. You're not guilty about it. Even if you eat a little bit more, you're not going to be guilty about it. And when we're not guilty, I feel like it will digest very well. It will make you happy more. So that's the feeling here I'm getting. It's someone who is listening to their heart and doing the things, and it's giving them a lot of peace of mind and happiness. Yeah. So yes, that's the message I received for. And again, these birds, I'm getting like a lot of peace. You're becoming a more peaceful person. The way you communicate also is going to become more peaceful, because as I told, you will be responding to things rather than reacting. And when we start doing it, our family life becomes more peaceful, more good. We are not nitpicking. We are not finding faults in small things. We're able to understand why this thing has been done, why this person is acting this way. So we are not reacting, we are actually responding. And we know when we need to take few step back, when we know when we need to be silent, we know when we need to talk, because you are becoming a very wise person. That's who you're becoming. Okay, so there is a major transformation, major understanding that you're getting about yourself, your own patterns, your own behavior, and I see that you will be slowly but surely overcome it. Okay, so that's the message. I received for group number 1. Hope it made sense. If it did, give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't. I'll see you soon. Bye bye. Take care. Group number 2, if you have chosen the red tiger's eye with the season of elders altar with number 19, let's see what is the message. Who are you becoming? It's all about you. Let's talk about you, right? So we have the seasons of elders altar, and when I saw this card, I felt like maybe for some of you, you had not been doing certain rituals or traditions that your family used to do, that your ancestors used to do. I feel like you're getting back to it. You might be starting doing it, or maybe there was a food that your family used to cook during certain occasions, right? It is very tough to cook. It requires a lot of hard work. Maybe it requires a lot of hard work, so you had not done it for so many years, but finally you might be getting back to it, getting back to your roots in a way. Certain rituals, doing certain rituals, some traditions that you stopped, you're going to do it. It feels like that. For some of you, you will be very connected to your ancestors, as I told, by doing the rituals that they used to do. Yeah, maybe for some of you, you might have your grandmother's cookbook or something like that. You're looking at it, into it, and you're making the foods that your grandma or grandpa made, or maybe your ancestors made, or maybe some sort of medicines that they used to make. You're making it, you're using it. Or maybe there are some home remedies that they used to do, but maybe you didn't believe in it, so you didn't do it for so long, but finally you're getting back to the roots in a way. It feels like you're getting connected to your roots. You're taking your roots very seriously. It feels like that. Some sort of rituals you're going to do. For others, it feels like you will be honoring your ancestors. You will be lighting candle for them. You will be doing certain rituals for them, right? There is a connection that you're making with your ancestors. It will give you a lot of happiness. Yeah, sometimes something that we do for our ancestors gives us happiness, and I feel like you will be continue doing it. Like maybe you have seen your mother doing it, but you never saw yourself doing it. But finally, you are like, yes, let me try it. And when you do that, it will make you happy. So you will continue doing it. It feels like that, okay? Yeah, for some of you, it feels like some of you have stopped doing some sort of things that made you feel like you're different from other people, so you stopped it. You didn't wear certain kind of clothes that your ancestors used to wear. And I feel like you're getting back to those things. That's something I'm seeing here. And again, if you can set an altar for them, if you can just light a candle every day, it will be very good. Okay, let's see. Let's see the tarot cards. And I'm even getting your ancestors are protecting you. You're very protected. Okay, that is also something I have to say. So let's see, who are you becoming? Group number 2. Or maybe some sort of career your ancestors used to do. Maybe they used to make certain things, certain ornaments or something like that. You will be interested in it. You might start as a hobby, or maybe you will continue doing that, what they used to do. Yeah, it's like, again, you will be learning this thing. You will be learning something new. We have a lot of look, we have a lot of princess energy. Wow, okay, it's all, look, we have the page of pentacles, we have the page of wands, and we have the page of cups. And this is a very young energy, right? This is someone who is very ready to learn something new. They're taking the textbooks, they're reading, they are working, they are very passionate, and that's who you are becoming. You're learning something new about your ancestors. Yeah, again, I'm just getting an example, right? You never saw yourself doing what your ancestors did or what your family did. Maybe example, they had a business where they used to do something by their hands, right? But you were never interested in it, and when you were young, you never learned it as well. You didn't take it, right? So you went on to learn something else. But now your heart is calling back to this thing. So now you are getting back, learning about it. You're very inspired, you're very passionate to do this, because your heart is calling towards you, towards this thing. So you're doing it because your heart, your ancestors, it's been in your blood. It feels like that something is in your blood, and finally you're finding those things, and you're learning, you're doing the hard work, you're researching about it, you're taking action, because you know in your heart this is what you want to do. So this can be a new thing. So I see a change in career or something like that for some of you. Studying something new or doing something new, some new things, new hobby that you will be enjoying very much, and you will be continuing it, doing it, making your hobby a career. That is also something I'm seeing here. So this is something new. Definitely this is something new. Maybe for some of you, your heart is calling you to do this, but you haven't taken action yet. You are not studying about it. For others, it's like you are already taking one step towards it, like studying about it, researching about it. Yeah. Again, it can be like your grandmother used to sell some sort of essential oils, right? They used to make by themselves, and you never thought that you will be doing it. And now you are like diving into it. You're researching, you're asking questions. If your grandmother's alive, you're asking her questions, or maybe you're asking mother questions, how you're doing it. Then you're learning about it. You're getting back to your roots, and you're taking action towards it. That's the energy I'm getting here. So there is something new that you're going to learn. This is a hobby that you will be enjoying. It will make your heart so full. This is something that your heart is asking you to do, and I feel like you will be doing it. And this is new. I don't know what degree you have, but something new. This is something new that will make you feel very connected to your lineage, that will make you very connected to your ancestors, to your roots, to your family. Yeah. Because you thought that it was not for you, but your heart is calling you back, and now you're going to learn from start because you didn't pay attention to it. Or it can be about a language as well. It can be anything, right? It can be about, so it shouldn't be about career as well. It can be about a language. Maybe your family used to speak a certain language, and you were raised in a very different country with different language. Now your heart is calling back to your home, to your roots, and you want to learn that language. So you're starting again, right? You're starting from scratch. You're reading about it, you're asking, you're learning, and you're taking action because this is what you want to do. So that's the energy here. Yeah. So let's see what else. Or maybe some sort of tradition, culture, dancing. It can be anything, right? In your culture, if there is some sort of particular dance that you want to learn, or singing, something, anything. It can be anything. Let's see what else. Yeah, you can, look, we have the Seven of Cups. There's a little bit of confusion right now, right? You want to learn it, but you don't know how to learn it. There are a lot of options, but you will be finding a way. Look again, these two cards, they are learning. They're in the learning stage. They're like young. They're at the first stage. They're not skilled. So there will be a lot of mistakes. There will be a lot of confusion. But I'm seeing you going ahead with this. So while learning this language might be very confusing, right? So you will go through those phases. But I feel like you're not going to give up on this thing. This is not going to be easy to learn this language. Like maybe you're in your 30s and now you're starting to learn a language. It's difficult. It's going to be difficult, and you will be very confused with the language. But I see that you're so passionate to do this thing, and I feel like you will be doing it. We have the Seven of Pentacles. It is inner calling. I feel like you already have this inner calling. With this Princess of Cups and the High Priestess, you have been feeling it. Like you have to do this thing. You have to continue doing this thing that your grandma or your ancestors used to do. You have this feeling, right? And you know that it is going to be a very long journey where you have to learn everything from scratch. But you're ready for it. Ready for it. Okay. Yeah. That's the thing I'm getting here, guys. And yeah, it will require a lot of patience from your part, and I feel like you're ready for that as well, because learning a new language, it's going to be tough. There will be a lot of confusion. There will be a lot of days where you will feel irritated as well, because you have to learn so much, right? And maybe you have already completed your studies and you're learning something else again, right? So it can be a little frustrating, but this is something that you really want to do. Maybe you are someone who is learning the language after coming from work, but I feel like you will be giving time to this thing because you want it. Your heart is calling you to do it, and you're going to do it. So I see a lot of dedication from your part to learn something that your family has been doing for so long, but you were not so interested in the past, but now your heart is calling. You're feeling it that you have to do it, and you're going to do it. For some of you, I even see that if you're in a different place, you will be moving back to your ancestors' land or something like that you call home, and so learning their language, moving in with their culture. It will be a process. It will be difficult, but I feel like you're ready for it. That's what I'm getting here. You're going to blend in well with them, even though the way you're living your life is completely different from them. It feels like a person who has stayed in a city is getting back to a place where it's a village, right? No buildings and all. It's full of greenery. So it's a different life. It's altogether a different life, but you will be blending in well, because this is something that you deeply wish right now. Yeah, so something like that I'm getting here. Okay, but you're changing things and you're building your character. That's the thing. You're becoming someone who's building their character, who's becoming more patient, more understanding, and small confusion, small disappointments is not going to make them give up on this thing. Yeah. Have you seen kids? They play like it feels like a kid who is interested in cars. They'll play with the car. They just don't get bored with that. It feels something like that. This is something that you want to do, and you can sit hours and hours doing it. You want to learn this language, you will spend a lot of time for that. Whenever you get time, you're going to do it. It can be a hobby also, but something connected with your roots that will make you happy, that make your heart happy. Okay? And I even feel like you're becoming someone who's going to be very secretive about it. You're not going to share this with everyone that you're learning this thing, or you want to continue doing this, or you have a 9-to-5 job, you're coming back home, then you're learning this thing. You're not going to share it with everyone. It feels like you're going to plant the seeds and you're working on it, and people are not seeing what work you're doing, but you're doing it. It feels very secretive as well. Yeah. So you're becoming more secretive about your work or about your life also. That is something I'm seeing here. Maybe you will not be spending too much time with your friends, and your friends will be like, what are you doing after going back from work? What are you doing? Why are you not available? You'll be like, yeah, I'm just spending time with myself and all. But you will not be sharing the real reason also, because you don't want any obstacle. Maybe you feel like people will not understand you, and it's okay to keep it secretive. Let them see when you're ready to open up about it, right? Yeah. So let's see what else. And if you're someone who wants to develop your intuition through meditation and all, do it, because your intuition is also going to be much stronger. Yeah. And maybe for some of you who want to work with some sort of spiritual things, right? Maybe you want to do tarot, maybe you are learning about energy healing, and you feel like the people around you will not understand it, so that's why you're keeping it secret, and that's okay. You have every right to do it. You don't have to share everything. You can just share your success, right? So yeah, so let's see what else. Keeper of secrets. Again, we talked about secrets. So yes, you will be keeping this as a secret. I feel like that's what I'm getting here. You will be spending more time with yourself, and people will be like, what are you doing? Saturday, Sunday, free time, what are you doing? You're never available. What are you doing? So I feel like that also. So again, we have the High Priestess and Keeper of Secrets. You're becoming someone who, you know, if someone shares some secrets with you, you're going to keep it with you. You're not going to share it with other people. You're becoming someone who will be not so engaged in gossip. Yeah, you don't have time for that actually. You're working on something that you want to build, right? With the Seven of Pentacles, I see that you want to build something, you want to learn something, you want to get successful at it. So you're just focusing on those things. So you don't have time for gossip, wasting your time with people who take your energy away from you, give you a lot of negativity. You're becoming a little bit secret, that's for sure. Yeah, and times that's necessary, and it's okay to be like that. Okay, yeah. So I feel like you'll be spending more time with yourself. A little bit of hermit energy is also coming from your yeah. So let's see the final messages. For some of you, I even see like you will be working with animals, learning more about animals. That is also something I'm seeing here. Okay, so let's see the final message. For some of you, this is what you want to do. It feels like some of you are finding your life purpose, your soul calling, what your heart wants. So for some of you, it can be in healing field as well. Not necessary healing field, creative field, yeah, spiritual field. but you will be yeah, right now you're a little bit confused, but things will going to be so confusing. Okay, so let's see the final message. So we have the root chakra, Muladhara, and we have the throat chakra as well with transmutation. Okay, so it feels like again you're getting back to your roots. It feels like that only. This person is so grounded under a tree. So yes, finding your path, finding what you want to do. Yeah, maybe it's connected with your ancestors. Maybe you want to do that, right? What your ancestors used to do. You're getting back to that. That's what it feels like. And you and yes, meditation, mindfulness should be a part of your daily routines. Yeah, spending more time with yourself, that is also important. And again, we have the Ganesh here, Lord Ganesh. So he's with you, protecting you. You don't have to worry. The obstacles will be removed. If like again, there is a little bit of confusion right now, and here remover of obstacles, Lord Ganesh is helping you. So call upon him. Okay, so maybe doing some sort of meditation with root chakra will be helpful for you guys, or spending time near under a tree, alone time will be very beneficial for you guys to get to ground your energy. Okay, an elephant is a symbol of strength, right? You're the leader. You're becoming the leader of your own life, making decisions by yourself. Again, with the secretive thing, you're making your own decisions. You're not sharing, you're not asking. You feel it in your gut and you're going for it. You feel like, I want to study this, and you're going for it, right? You're not afraid to trust your intuition anymore. It feels like that. And I even feel like you're understanding your intuition very well, because you are spending quality time with yourself. I feel like you are becoming someone who is listening to their intuition because they're grounded. So ground your energy. That's very important. But I feel like many of you are really getting grounded. So you are able to understand what your intuition is telling you, again with this High Priestess and Secret. So the messages from Spirit, you are understanding. The messages from your ancestors, you are understanding it, and you're not afraid to take action towards it. That's the thing, right? So yeah, so I feel like for some of you, you might be learning something new with regards some sort of creative pursuits. I feel like that. Okay, yeah, that's it I have for you guys. Bye bye, take care. So group number 3, let's see who are you becoming, all about you. We have this Labradorite and the Wild Hunt. Look at her, she's so focused, right? It feels like she has these goals on her mind, and she is not allowing anyone or anything to come in between and distract her. She's just focused on the prize. That's who you're becoming. Very focused with your manifestations. I feel like that. So you're going to be very focused with your goals, with your desires, and you have a set of dreams, I feel like, and you're taking one step at a time with those dreams. And in the past, I feel like you were the one who used to come in between your dreams, and finally you're moving away. You were the obstacles, and you're realizing that yes, sometimes I come in between my goals and dreams. Now I have to let go of it, and you're moving out of your own way. That's also something I have to say here. I'm even getting yours becoming someone who's not going to give up very easily. So at the first try, if you're not getting the prize, you're going to do it the next time, right? You're going to not give up. You will try until you succeed. You're going to give up, and you're not entertaining anyone who is telling you just give up on it, it's not going to work. You're not going to entertain any of those people, because now you know this is your dream, this is your path, and I want this, and I'm going to have it no matter what. I'm going to dream big. And if people are telling me that don't dream big, settle for less, I'm just going to avoid those people. So for you guys, your social circle will be like that only. You're not going to invite someone who is not aligned with your energy or frequency. You will be very much conscious about that thing as well. That's something I'm getting here. So a person, look, she's going for a hunt, and if there is someone who's distracting her, telling her, no, this is not possible, you cannot hunt, you cannot do this, you cannot do that, you're avoiding those distractions. So you will be letting go of a lot of people. That is also something I'm seeing here. For you guys, your peace of mind will be your first priority. And if there are people who is like, you try to make peace with them, then to their habits are not changing, you're going to just go away. You're just going to let go of them. It feels like that. You will not be holding too tightly to the things. You will be letting go of a lot of things, because you understand that there is peace in letting go. There is peace in non-attachment. So you will be practicing non-attachment as well. Yes, you know that you love these people, but at the same time, you don't have to take things personally from this person. You can have that non-attachment. You know, sometimes when we expect a lot from other people, and when they do something that we don't like, it hurts us, right? Because we are so attached. But here, you're becoming a person who is not that attached. At the same time, you're attached. You love that person. You're giving everything. Yeah, there is love. Again, I'm not saying that you are not emotionally connected. You are. But at the same time, there is this non-attachment, because you know that sometimes people will disappoint us, and that's okay. Sometimes our kids will disappoint us because it's their journey. But once we are very attached to them, we take it very personally. We don't take it as their journey making mistakes, isn't it? And here you are practicing that non-attachment. You're learning that, I feel like that, group number 3. And you will be practicing it. And it's tough. Sometimes it's very tough, right? But you are doing that. You're doing your best. So you are someone who is understanding that you were born confident, but at the same time, because of the environment, sometimes we lose those confidence, and you're understanding who you really are in a way. I feel like that. and that real you is coming out. No fake facade, no people pleasing, nothing. You are becoming you. Yeah. That's what I'm getting here. So in the past, if you were acting like a different person in front of people, and in the closed doors if you were someone else, now the person who is behind the closed doors is the person in front of everyone. That's what the message is. And yeah, you don't care if people are going away from you, because you're not going to fake anymore. You're not going to people please anymore. Because you're understanding that you cannot do that. You're not meant for that, right? You cannot thrive when you do that. It takes a lot of peace away from you. Something like that is there. So yes, you will be sharing your opinions. You will be not saying yes to everything what others are saying. You will have an opinion. Yeah, sometimes people will not like it, and you're okay with it. And if they want to let go of, if they don't want to continue the relationship, you're also okay with it. That's something I'm seeing here. Yeah. You're also understanding that divine is always going to be with you. Universe is always going to be with you. Yeah, there will be people, there will be circumstances. That is all not permanent. But the connection that you have with divine is going to be permanent. The connection that you have with yourself is going to be permanent. Right? Isn't it? So that's something I'm seeing here. Understanding that your children, right? Again, your children, yeah, they're not going to be with you forever. They will have their own journey. They will move out one day, right? And anything can happen in life. Anyone can leave us at any time. But we are going to be with us. Divine is going to be with us. That's something I'm feeling like from your part. You will be understanding that. But at the same time, I feel like relationships, families are so important to you guys. And you will be nurturing them. You will be giving the love. You will be empathetic. You will be compassionate. You will be kind. But at the same time, you're not going to lose yourself in all this thing. You will be building your character. You will be doing, you will be going towards your dreams. You will be working on it. At the same time, you will be nurturing relationship as well. You're like, yeah, both of the things are possible, but many people have told us that not everything is possible, right? And you're changing that. If we want, if we can dream it, we can make it. You're getting into that thing. I feel like that. I feel like the wild side has been there inside of you all the time, but because of the environment you were tamed. Now the wild side is coming out. So this is a different you. Not many people have seen that version of you, but slowly but surely you're showing that version to other people. So more and more are people going to see that version, and more people will be like, you have changed a lot. You were so good that time. Now why are you like this? Yeah, there will be questions like that. But you know that this version is the best version. Yeah, not many people will agree with that thing, but you know deep inside that this is the best version. That's something I'm seeing here. Let's see more. I feel like you're becoming someone who is going to be very confident. If you have always struggled with confidence and self-esteem, self-value, self-worth, I feel like you're working on it, and you're going to be very confident. If you want something, you know that you can have it. That's something, because you're believing in yourself and divine. You're believing in your own talents, skills. You're letting go of the doubt. Okay. We have 9 of staves. This is 9 of wands. Yes, you're not going to give up, and you're setting good boundaries as well. That is also something I'm seeing here. Not only with other people, but with yourself as well, right? Because there will be times when you will be feeling like, I need to get back to this habit. But then you will remind yourself that then I'm crossing my own boundaries, so I shouldn't do it. So I see that. Again, not giving up, standing strong. King of Coins, Fortune. Oh, you got 2 cards. We have the 4 of Cups. And we have the Princess of Cups. So I'll keep it here. Okay. It feels like you're becoming your own fortune. Yeah, sometimes because of this energy, with this 4 of Cups energy, right? Sometimes we see at these 2 cups and we feel like nothing, we only have to stay here, we cannot do that, we have limitations, so we will be people pleasing and all. And sometimes that's how we become the obstacles of our own path, isn't it? I told you, you're getting out of it. Sometimes we become the self-sabotage habit. You're getting rid of it. That's what I'm getting here. You're listening to your own soul. You're listening to your own heart. Sometimes we don't listen with this 4 of Cups. We are living in a comfort, right? We're not ready to get out of a comfort zone because we feel like that, what if I don't do well? What if people make fun of me? Yeah, I cannot do this, because we have been like that only. We have been attached to things. We have been doubting ourselves for so long in our own skills, because no one told us that we can do it in the childhood. So sometimes we feel like that we cannot do it, right? And we carry that with us. Here now I see that you're telling yourself that you can do it. You can make things happen for yourself. You're worthy enough to make things happen for yourself. You don't have to see it in this comfort. You can get out of your comfort zone and dream more big things. You don't have to settle in for less. You can do anything if you desire. If you have that desire in you, you can go out and achieve it. That's who you are becoming. You're going to listen to your heart more and more and more. Yeah, sometimes people around us will tell, don't do that. But your heart is like, I want to do it. That will make me happy. I know it. You know, sometimes the feeling is going to be so strong that you're like, yes, I have to do it anyways. Yeah, and you're going to do that. And you're becoming someone who is going to not only have financial gain, I feel like your family also will be very, very happy. Both the things you can maintain very well. And again, with this fortune, sometimes we feel like we are not lucky. You know, how many times you have told yourself that I'm not lucky, I'll never win a prize. And you're changing that. Because you understand that if I don't believe in my own self, if I don't believe that I will get it, how I'm going to get that gift, right? If I feel like I'm always unlucky, I'm never going to win that prize, then how I'm going to win the prize? But rather you're changing your thoughts, like I can have it. I might win a car, who knows? I might win a lottery, I will win it. Like you're getting there. You're getting into that kind of thinking patterns. It feels like some of you have been always told that your dreams are big, you cannot achieve it. Or maybe you were someone who always focused on the limitations. Like I cannot do it because this is this. Like for example, in India there is like net examination, right? And maybe you were someone like, I cannot pass this net examination. It's so tough. I cannot do it. So you write the exam, you think that you will pass. No, you will not pass because you're not preparing yourself for it. Because you have this mindset that you will never pass. So you're not going to pass, right? And that's changing. Like, yes, this is something I'll pass. I'll make it happen. I'm going to prepare for it and I'm going to give my best. And you give it and you pass the examination. Like there is so much difference, isn't it? That's the difference. That's who you're becoming. You're not focusing so much on limitations. Rather than you're focusing on your abilities, your strengths, not on your weakness. Weakness is there. Everyone has their set of weakness. But the more we focus on the weakness, we see that. So now you're understanding that you have to focus more on your strengths. And that's what you're going to do, right? I'm even seeing that many people will be seeing a rebellious side of you that no one has seen so far because you have hidden it. It was always there, but no one saw it because you wanted to please everyone around you. But that's coming out. The confidence side is coming out. So let's see. Again, the music, right? Singing the song of your soul. And not everyone will agree to it, but that's okay. No one, anyways, no one can, you cannot make everyone happy. Always keep that in mind. There will be someone who will not be happy with something, and that's also fine, and that's life, right? So yeah, so let's see what else. Yeah, 10 of Wands energy. Finally packing all those things, all those baggages you carry for no reason, and like discarding the things that you don't want, discarding the thoughts that you don't want, right? Sometimes you carry so much pressure for no reason, and it's time to pack all that and throw it away. That's what you're doing. I feel like that. Yeah, and standing up for yourself, that's what it feels like. For some of you, there is movement as well, moving to a different place. Yeah, traveling is also going to be a part of you. You will be traveling a lot. Wow, we have the 10 of Pentacles. Wow, I feel like it came for another group as well. So let's see. Who are you becoming? Wow, this came for another group as well. Anyways, one more card. Oh wow, you got 3 tens. 3 tens. And we have the 10 of Wands in reverse. You're not going to live the same boring life anymore. That's what it feels like. You're becoming someone who wants to live life, to be happy, to dream big things, to travel. You don't want a life where you're always with those responsibilities, doing the same old, living the same old life. No, no, no. That's not who you are. It feels like, again, we have the 10 wheel of fortune. Look at the 10, 10, 10, 10. So this feels like a new beginning, right? You have learned a lot of things. I feel like you have been understanding a lot of patterns about your childhood, how you why you made those choices, why you were not confident, why you didn't, maybe you didn't have an ambition when you were young, and you were like, why I didn't have an ambition now? Because you're becoming very ambitious. As I told you, someone who is dreaming big things in your life, and you're writing down and you're going for it. And the awesome thing is, you can have it. You can have anything that you dream, because the fortune is only in your hands. When you trust yourself, when you trust divine, you come out of your own way, and that's happening here. So we have big energies with this 10 of Pentacles, 10 of Cups. Happy life. You're going to choose your own happiness. You're understanding that happiness is a mindset, and it will take time to build that mindset, but you're not going to give up. With patience and perseverance, you will achieve that mindset. And yes, you will have a very happy family life. That is also something I'm seeing here. And you can have a very comfortable life as well. Because sometimes, as I told, when we work with divine, when we dream big things, it's all possible. Sometimes we human beings come in between those good things, right? Because we feel like things are difficult, we cannot have it, no one can have everything, because we have been told that way. But there are people who have everything, isn't it? For that, we need to have a mindset, and you're building that mindset. It's going to not be very fast, but slowly but surely you're learning so much. But one thing is that there is a lot of togetherness. As I told, you will have the finances as well as you have that emotional happiness as well. So it's like you're taking care of the family. At the same time, you're taking care of your own dreams. You're going for the things that you want to achieve. You're not sacrificing. Sometimes we sacrifice so much for our family that we lose our own identity. And here I see that you're taking care of family, you're nurturing family. At the same time, you're making a name for yourself. Yeah, because you're letting go of that baggages, letting go of the responsibilities, that useless things that we think, useless kind of responsibilities that we carry. We are letting go of it. Yeah, so let's see more. Wow, we have the elephant, greatness. You're becoming the leader. There is no doubt with that. Elephant as a symbol of strength. I talked about elephant in another group. Maybe you're coming from different group. Love is your strength. Leadership is your path. Your wisdom inspires everyone you meet. You can overcome any problem. You will naturally and easily achieve success. Success. You're becoming successful. You're becoming a person who can have everything in a way, because they know who they are. That's the thing. That's what it feels like here. And yes, I feel like because of certain issues in the past, you thought that you are not a person who people will follow, right? But now that's changing, because you know that you are here to make way for other people as well, for the coming generation in some way. So you don't have to do big things for that. Sometimes we feel like when we talk about a leader, it means a very big thing. No, you can be a mother who is parenting in a different way that will help their kids to lead a very happy life, right? It will be different kind of parenting. And here you are the leader who is showing them the way. Isn't it? So that's the thing, because of your wisdom. But at the same time, you're becoming a mother who is not just parenting, not just doing only the that kind of nurturing thing. You're also nurturing yourself. You're also making time for your own studies, for your own dreams. And that's who you're becoming here. So let's see the final messages here. Okay. So final message for group number 3. Wow, look again, confidence. There is this confidence, free will. Yes, again, I was talking, if you dream it, you can have it. If you believe in something, you can have it. You know that there is free will. You can change the outcome of anything if you make a different choice. It's based on our decision, and the outcome will be different. Like, based on our decisions, different outcomes. You're believing in that. Like, yes, if I dream it right now, if I take action, I'll get that outcome. But if I'm not dreaming it, if I'm not taking action, how will I live that life, right? So that's something I'm seeing here, becoming more confident, becoming more sure of yourself. You can work with fire energy as well. It will be very helpful for you guys, like writing down your dreams and burning it. Maybe doing some rituals like that will be helpful for you guys. And if you have certain beliefs that you are not able to get rid of, I feel like you can do this releasing ritual as well with fire. Writing down the things that you want to release and burning it down. And again, I'm getting the cord cutting as well, ritual. You can do that as well. That will be also helpful. Call upon Archangel Michael if you feel like you're attached to something. Cut that cords, because I feel like you will thrive when you practice non-attachment. Because you're someone who wants to give a lot to other people, right? So you get a little bit attached. And that's when you start people teasing and all. So do this cord cutting, call upon Archangel Michael. I feel like that's something you need to work on. As you work on these things, wow, beautiful, you are the leader. Okay, you again it feels like you are the leader of the pack who is taking the pack, and you know where to go in the forest. You know what you're doing. It feels like that. Yeah. So that's all I have for group number 3. Hope it made sense. Hope it resonated. If it did, give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't. I'll see you soon. Bye bye. Take care.